Hi everybody, and welcome to my attempt at this week's BBO weekly free instant tournament, where I hope to give you some indication of how counting their hands can help players improve their game. So it's instant tournaments, weekly free instant tournament. Yes, it's hand one, and it's 8 boards, match point scoring, and best hands. So nobody has more points than me. They can have the same number, but nobody can have more. And nobody can have more than me at the moment because I've got 20. And this is a flat hand. Need I'm going to open this 2 no trumps, so don't worry about the weak doubleton. It may be that I can run 5 club tricks off the top, but we'll wait and see what partner has to say. Partner generally use Stamen, and we'll find a spade fit if we have it, or they could transfer to hearts, or they may have some good clubs. But we'll just open 2 no trumps, showing 20 to 21 balanced. They're going Stamen, so we got 4 or 5 spades, and we got our spade fit. Now that they've got a spade fit, this is quite a good hand, but not good enough to look for a slam. So too many losers in the rounded suits. Maybe that we have 12 tricks, but it would have been for partner to do something really. Well, so we have a club loser, possible diamond loser, possible heart loser, and there were finesses in hearts and diamonds, and we could have a spade loser if spades are 4-0. So any advantage in ducking this club? Probably, because we can eliminate clubs and possibly throw them into leader red suits are our advantage. There's no way of avoiding a club loser, so let's lose it now. Oh, so that's an advantage. They've switched to a diamond, right, and solved our problem with the diamond finesse. Right, so that's one advantage of ducking. Right, so we've got 9 spades between us, so they've got 4. So we need to rough much in dummy. Right, so spades are no worse than 3-1, so we can draw them. They are 3-1. The jack of spades is still here. There we go. Right. Well, we may as well just see if there are any more clues. This hand's thrown a diamond. Chose to lead a diamond rather than a heart when we ducked a club. The fact that it didn't carry on with clubs would tend to indicate they led the king of clubs, but they didn't carry on. So that would tend to indicate that they had king, queen of clubs, but not the jack. Because if they had the jack, they'd have known it was safe to carry on. Without the jack, they're worried that I've got jack X of clubs here, and they would give away a trick by playing on. So the jack of clubs is probably in this hand. So we'll have a look, see. Drawn the last trump. Let's see about clubs. They have the 10, and there's the jack as we expected. That probably means they've got no more clubs. Let's just check. Oh, they do, because they knew those were the same. Right. And that one's played the queen, but doesn't mean anything because they know there are no more clubs out. We can cash our king and jack of diamonds. See if any useful information appears. No. So we know this hand led clubs originally. had at least 3 of them, looks as though they had 3 diamonds and only 1 spade. So 1 spade, 3 diamonds is 4, probably 4 clubs is 8. So they would have, they're much more like, they've got much more room for hearts than this hand that had 3 spades, 3 diamonds. We saw them follow to 3 clubs. So there's a good chance the heart finesse is working. It costs nothing to play the king of hearts first. We've got the trump just in case if we lose, they can't cash any winners. So we're going to leave the 7 of hearts and we're going to finesse the jack. And it loses, which is good news because the people who bid slam aren't making. There we go. No. So very flat hand, 4 spades plus 1. Surely nobody's making any more. No, nobody's making any more. It's just the people who bid 6 spades who went down that got us 71%. It was a very flat hand, nothing to the play, apart from ducking the first club. But even if you didn't, you take the diamond finesse and it works, and the heart finesse doesn't. So you're just losing 2 tricks. Another big hand. And 23 points this time, very flat though. And the intermediates are not wonderful. We haven't got any 9s or 10s. So this is a 2 club opening in everybody's system. And the robot bids 2 spades, which is 5 spades, king, queen of spades, 8 plus total points, forcing. Disadvantage of doing this is that the robot's going to play a spade contract. I've got no roughing values anyway, so I'm going to play in no trumps. We're all forcing here. I'm going to basically, I'm planning to play in no trumps from my hand, and I'd like a red suit lead. So I'm going to take a chance of bidding 3 clubs in the hope that the robot won't bid no trumps. Right. So there they go. They got clubs. So this should get us a red suit lead. I'm going to bid 6. Should I bid 7 no trumps is the question. 6 clubs. 3 plus clubs, 5 plus spades. All right, we'll settle for 6 no trumps. And we get a red suit lead. Right. So that's good. Hopefully we got 6, should have 6 spade tricks because we got 6 and 3, 9 spades between us. So we can draw them all. So that's 6 spade tricks. We've got 2 diamond tricks on this lead is 8. The ace of hearts is 9. Ace king of clubs is 11. So hopefully we can just set up another club trick. Just lose to the queen of clubs. Sadly, we can't take the heart finesse. Would have been nice if they'd led a heart because it would have left us the diamond finesse in reserve. So we'll go up with the 10 of diamonds. There's the king. So note that we do have a chance to still to finesse for the jack of diamonds. Should the clubs not oblige. If I run all the spades, I've got to find 3 discards from my hand. And that's slightly awkward. And also it takes away the entry to the clubs. So I want to set up a club trick to throw away. See, I've got 3 discards on the spades. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So I need to set up another trick. And that's probably going to be in clubs. And I need to do it now because the spades are the entries to the clubs. I haven't got any other entries to dummy. So let's have a look. Let's see if anything interesting happens on the ace of clubs. 2, 9 appears from here. So I'm missing the queen, 10, 7, 4 and 2 is what I was missing. So the 9 could be a singleton, could be from queen doubleton, could be from queen 10, 9. But it's unlikely that they've thrown it from queen 10, 9, 4, which is the only holding which would stop me setting up a club trick. So I'm going to play the king of clubs here and we'll see what happens. 4 and the queen drops. So the clubs are good, spades are good, queen of diamonds good, ace of hearts is good. I've got more than enough tricks. I've got, in fact, all the spades will be good, the clubs will be good, the queen of diamonds is there, the ace of hearts is spare. So I can claim +1. It should be a reasonable score, 85.7%. Anybody bid the Grand Slam? No, lots of people playing in 6 spades +1. At match points, it's important to try and play in no trumps. But it was important to play it from, and also it was important to play it from the right hand. 6 spades was being played from the north hand. Looks as though the heart finesse, yeah, both red suit finesses were working, so it didn't matter. But generally, you would want the hand with the ace queens to be declaring so that they couldn't be led through to start with. Which is why normally it's a good idea to respond 2 diamonds to 2 clubs to let the 2 club bidder play no trumps. Well, I'm getting bid hands today, but very flat ones. So this is 17 points, very flat. So 1 no trump here. And it looks like we might be playing 1 no trump. We are. And once again, the intermediates are rubbish. 2 diamonds led. Well, that could be from the 10, could be from the queen. The robot leads 4th highest from 4 to the 10. If I play the jack and this hand plays the queen, I win. I'm still losing tricks. So that probably makes no difference whether I play low or play that. So look, we're probably going to manage 3 diamond tricks here. We can set up the 3rd round of diamonds, provided West has 1 of the queen or 10. So we're going to make 3 diamonds. A club is 4. A heart is 5. When they play on spades, they'll give us a spade trick. We're not going to play. We could take 2 heart finesses. We could play a club towards the queen. There's lots we can do, which what we do largely depends on which hand we're in. So I think I'm a bit short of entries to dummy. So I'm going to play low here, which may create a dummy entry. No, I have to win with the 8. So I don't have a dummy entry. I do have my 3 diamond tricks. But I am in this hand now, and from this hand, it's best to play a club. Could play the ace just in case there's a singleton king, but that's unlikely. This 2 is probably from a 4-card suit, which will give this hand 2 of them. Looks like they've led from queen 10, something 2. Yeah, so they've got 4. They've got 2 diamonds. Does rather look as though it's a very fat hand. They didn't need a spade, so spades may be 4-4. Well, this hand may have 5. Nobody bid spades. They haven't given spades, so I've got to play clubs, and I'm going to lead from my hand. I don't want to play the ace, because if things are really bad, that will let them run some tricks. I'll play the 5 of clubs and see if the king pops up. It does. Excellent. Bad defense by the robot. That's got me at least 2 club tricks. Another diamond. Well, what are they doing? No. Well, there's the queen, but that makes the jack good. Right, so I've got 4 diamond tricks, at least 2 club tricks. Well, I think I want to try 2 heart finesses. I've thrown a spade. Looks like this hand did have 5 spades. This hand had 4 diamonds. So I'm running short of entries to my hands. Let's lead the 2 of hearts. Expect this to lose to the king, which means the queen is onside because the robots don't false card. Well, they didn't cash their spades, so we right. So what I want to do is find out, it's possible that if the hearts are breaking 3-3 and the clubs are breaking 3-3, that I've got all the rest of the tricks, because I can throw the queen of spades away on the king of diamonds. So, and of course it's there a jack 10 of clubs, so still out because the king has gone. So I can always make, so I'm going to find out if the clubs are breaking 3-3 first. So the 9 of hearts is an entry to table. I'm in my hand, so I'm going to play a club. The queen. Club. Back to the ace. Jack. So now the clubs have broken 3-3. We started with 7, they had 6. So the 9 of clubs is good. We know the 9 of hearts is good. There's no point. So now there's a chance the 4 of hearts will be good. The queen of spades isn't because they've still got a spade on or out. So we'll throw the queen of spades away on the king of diamonds. Crossed the 9 of hearts. The 4 of hearts isn't good, but 9 of clubs is. And there's the king of spades, and there's the robot just keeps that. So plus 150. That's another 85.7%. Once again, lots of people doing the same, but lots of people not doing so well. This was not so much about counting, although you did need to count to make sure that your 13th one was good. It was all about playing the suits in the right order, taking your opportunities as they were, and the robot misdefended by going up with the king of clubs. So they did have king jack 10, so they couldn't get it right. Whatever they'd played, you would have made your club trick, 3 club tricks and lost 1. Well, I've got a flat 14 count here, and I've had a 1 club opening on my right. But although this is 14, I've got now this hand is the one I've got lots of 8s, 9s, and 10s. And it would be horrible to double because you've got hearts. It just makes sense to treat this as 15 points and overcall 1 no trump. Takes bidding space away from the opponents. Partner can still play Stayman and transfers over this. So we will find a major suit fit if we have it. And we're sat over them. But no, partner doesn't. So here we go. And that club lead's very nice from our point of view. Hearts are not very nice, but East doesn't have 5 hearts. Probably has 4 hearts. I'm wondering whether I should play the jack of clubs. Play the jack of clubs, that would mean that almost certainly play the queen. and then that helps solve the problems. But I do want 2 entries to dummy, really, to take 2 diamond finesses, because East rates to have one of the king, queen of diamonds. So I've got 14 points, the 6 and tables, 20 points, 20 points to 20. But this hand has got 12, 13, or a bit more even. And this hand's got so if I put the 10 on, I've only got, they'll put the queen on. I'd like to keep 2 club entries to dummy. So I'm going to play the 7 and see if they cover. No, they thought not. All right. Perhaps I need to do that to force out the queen. Yes, I should have put the 10 on. That was a mistake. That would have forced them to put the queen on. Whereas now, I'm not in a good position. But I am just going to play on diamonds. I'm going to have to play them from my hand. So let the queen, that run around to the queen. Oh, there's the king. Thank you. That's given me the dummy entry I wanted. Right. Right, I'm going to force them to make some discards. That's a spade from that hand. And a heart from that hand, and another spade from there. Remember, this hand didn't have 5 spades. So I'm going to leave the jack of clubs now. The queen didn't go up. It's interesting. Maybe they don't have the queen, just had 3 little clubs. I don't think I'm going to. Well, if this loses to the queen, this hand can't do anything to harm me. It leads a heart or a spade, gives me a trick. If it wins the queen, I can always overtake the king with the ace to get to dummy to play. Yeah, I'm going to play low on this one. And that wins. So I've still got another entry to dummy. Now I'm going to take 2 spade finesses. Well, I'm certainly going to cover that. And the ace wins there. That's good. Here comes the heart. And I've got the rest of the tricks. I can go up with the 10. And my spades are good. The king of hearts is good. And there's king of clubs is good. So I can claim making +3. 180 is 100%. So 1 spade by south. So lots of people 1 spade there who just passed with my hand ended up defending 1 no trump and just getting it 1 off. My hand was, it was a very, it was a very good 14 points and was well worth a 1 no trump overcall. You didn't want to double because you were worried about partner bidding hearts, but bidding 1 no trump gets in their way. They can't bid 1 of a major at the low level, and that's how the hearts work. Right, let's move on to board 5. Not used to having so few points. 6, 11, 14. Don't want to upgrade this to 1 no trump because it very often means we'll miss a heart fit. So I'm just going to open this 1 diamond. Our partner's able to respond 1 heart. If I'd open 1 no trump, they wouldn't. East's 1 spade is 5 plus spades. They would have doubled it there and had 4. Look, they don't have an opening hand. Remember, we've got a spade stop and some roughs. We can Happily bid 2 hearts here. Partner's a passed hand. We don't really want to be in game. Partner bids 3 clubs. It's again try suit, 3 plus clubs. We do have quite a nice hand. 1 spade loser. Quite likely only 1 loser in clubs. But basically we've got an aceless hand. And partner was a passed hand to start with. So they're a maximum passed hand, but the likelihood is that we've got a loser in each suit, or a spade loser, a club loser, and 2 diamond losers. So we'll bid 3, just bid 3 hearts. We're not interested in game, and see what happens. And we don't have a club loser, but looks like we have 2 diamond losers, a spade loser, and probably a trump loser. And maybe, hopefully, only 1 trump loser. I really want entries to my hand, don't I? Essentially, what I'm going to plan to do is play off the top 2 trumps, hoping they're 3-2, and then play on diamonds, give them the ace king of diamonds and a trump, making 3 hearts. So I'm going to let that one run around to dummy. I've no anybody. Let's see how did the auction go? East. So East is the one that's likely to be short in hearts, if anybody. So I'm going to play the 4 of hearts, 6, king, 2 of hearts, jack, ace, 8. That's good. So now play the 10 of diamonds to the king of diamonds. They win. They draw they draw a trump, and obviously, perhaps I should have thrown the 10. Oh, the diamonds, very nice of them. 5. So now the king of spades is good, the king of clubs is good, all the diamonds are good, and I've got a trump. So I can win the king of spades and claim the rest of the tricks for 140 for 75%. Somebody managed to make an over trick and get 100%. Other people who did bid 4 hearts went down. How did they manage to make an over trick? South did open 1 no trump, and presumably that affected what they led. They led the club 1, and they immediately played diamonds. They never got their spades, by the looks of it. Right. Okay, on to board 6. We're still in first place. East has opened a club. We've got our 16 points, although the queen of spades is of doubtful value. But we are 5-5 in the red suits. And 2 no trumps by me is an unusual no trump call. People seem to think this means the minors. It doesn't. It means the 2 lowest unbid suits. And because East has bid clubs, the 2 lowest unbid suits are diamonds and hearts. So this shows 5-5 in diamonds and hearts. The robot plays it as some sort of opening hand, really. So I'm just going to bid 2 no trumps. 3 diamonds from West is a limit raise in clubs. Partner's chosen to go to 4 hearts. They could have bid 3 hearts, and they've gone to 5 clubs. So here we have a very scary decision to make. Limit raise, they got 4 plus clubs. This hand's raised. So the question is, if we double them and get them 2 down, that's better than our game. Are we going to get them 2 down? We don't really know about spades. That's the problem about this auction. Partner was 3 plus hearts and chose to bid 4 hearts. So this is points as well. They could have bid 3 hearts Though it says nothing about their points. So they do have some points somewhere, and they're not in hearts. Maybe the ace of diamonds, maybe the ace of spades. But if the opponent ace of diamonds, they must have something else besides the ace of diamonds and the jack of hearts, I think. In which case, we should be able to take at least 3 tricks and maybe 4 against 5 clubs. And we can easily be off 3 black tricks, the ace of diamonds, a club and a spade, or what are 3 tricks again if I bid hearts. So I'm going to double and try for 500. My partner bids 6 clubs, which is a Q bid. So showing the ace of clubs, or it could be a club void, more likely. Okay, well, it doesn't, no ace of diamonds, you'll notice. But no ace of spades. So we're going 1 off here. Nothing we can do. What do I think my double was? 24 plus high card points. That's a mistake I made. Wasn't penalties. Right. Oh, well. We're just going to have to bid 6 hearts and suck it up. We probably won't be the only one. What a surprise, we got doubled. We are indeed off those 2 aces. And a ruff by the looks of it. Oh, well, that's very nice of them. Well, it's not getting over roughed. I can make the rest of the tricks now. Draw trumps. And diamonds are all good. Rough a club in dummy. So down 1. Is 5 clubs making? Don't think so. 3.6%. Not good. Equal first place now. People played in 4 hearts plus 1. How did they get there? They just overcalled 1 heart rather than 2 no trumps. You overcall 1 heart. You get to play in 4 hearts. And they could have got a diamond draft, so they could have beaten 5 hearts. So I should just have passed 5 clubs and collected that still would not have been a good score. Just collecting them 6 clubs minus 1, so they can make 5 clubs even. So right. Okay, on to board 7. Only equal first place now. But I still think 2 no trumps is the right bid. It's just the robot. Anyway, 5-4 in the minors, 13 points. We don't have spades, but we've just got to come 1 diamond. 1 no trump from partner, so partner doesn't have major, the 4-card major. It's not 1 no trump over 1 of a major in the robot system is forcing, but this over 1 of a minor, it's not forcing. 6 to 10 points. So we're not going to game. And well, I could bid 2 clubs, but that just invites the opponents to start bidding in a major suit. And we know they've got 2. Partner can't have more than 3 cards in either of the majors, which means they've got at least 8 cards in both of them. So I think we want to try and play him 1 no trump rather than invite them to find their major suit fits. Obviously, they got a 9-card heart fit and an 8-card spade fit. We may not make 1 no trump, but 6, and we've got 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like spades are 4, 4. This looks like a fourth highest lead because we've got 2, 3, 4, 5. All the cards lower than the 6. So I think they've played fourth highest. So we're going to play clubs to start with. There's no point in holding up in spades and getting them to switch to hearts, except this hand will be on lead, and if they switch to hearts from this hand, we'll be happy. No, we'll play the 5 of spades, just queen, ace. We've got to go after clubs first because we've got a 9 card fit in clubs and only an 8 card fit in diamonds. So we'll 10, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're missing the 9 and the queen now. Play the 4, 9. Oh, difficult decision. 52%. Everything suggests that there aren't real singletons around and stuff, right? Because they didn't intervene, so it's likely that suits are breaking relatively kindly. We've got to cash clubs at this point. They're throwing their heart winners away. Notice you needed to check that the clubs weren't blocked. I'm going to throw a spade away. And now I'm going to take a diamond finesse. I'm going to leave the jack. And that wins. So I've got my 7 tricks. Now, well, let's hope the ace of hearts is in the right place. 10, 9, 7. Well, let's just give up a trick to the king of diamonds. Jack of spades. We'll throw a diamond away, spade away. 10 of spades, throw another diamond away. Follow the suit. And the king of spades is there. I've got another spade to cash, sadly. And the ace of hearts was right. So, yes, could have done better than that. If I lead the jack of diamonds, we're going to get one more trick, don't we? They don't cover. Yeah, even if they cover. So that I should have led the jack of diamonds. So that's got us down to 3rd place. So 2 clubs scores better. I had to get another trick. 150 would have been 75%. Yeah. That's what I should have done. I should have just counted that a bit longer and then see that missing the king and 10. Very often it's right to lead the high honor rather than the low one for the finesse. 16 points. I could open 1 spade and rebid diamonds, but this looks like a no trumpy type hand and get a chance. Yeah, partner has spades, so I'm going to open 1 no trump, saying I've got balance 16, and we'll see what lead we get. Queen of diamonds is not the worst one. Queen jack 10, we've got the 9 8, so I probably have queen jack 10, so we're happy to play low this time. Perhaps we should have played high. Do we want them to switch to something else? Probably. Well, make them think that there's no future in diamonds. Spades. Oh, well, there they go. They go with diamonds. You can win that. And now they've got the 10 of diamonds, but then the rest will be better. But I'm still going to play out my spades. This one probably won't play diamonds. Oh, they will. Excellent. So you'll notice, all right, so we're getting a heart switch. No, a club switch. Well, that's fantastic. Right, so you'll notice that they both followed 2 rounds of spades. We had 5 spades, then we had 3, that's 8, so they only had 5. So they've only got 1 more spade, which will fall under the queen. So these 3 spades are good. I've got 3 good club tricks and a diamond trick. So my heart can go away. So I'm only going to lose 1 more trick. So I have to make sure not to block the clubs, obviously. Oh, the robot's not going to get this wrong. The robot's good at counting, but we'll just see if it can count. I'm sure they're going to keep the ace and king of hearts. Now, 96.4%. So that won't be enough to get us first place, I'm afraid. 6 hearts doubled -1. Just keep trying. Oh, it was enough for first place. Just 67.86. Well, we did need that 96.4% on the last hand. So those were interesting hands. There wasn't much to do in the counting except keeping track of how many cards had gone in a suit. But that was essential. You have to do that. That's the most basic, fundamental bit of counting. Most of it was about realizing which suits you could attack safely to set up extra tricks, and then it was all in the bidding, really. Sometimes our bidding worked well, like in the 6 no trump contract, and sometimes it didn't work so well, and 6 hearts doubled -1. But I think the 2 no trump, unusual 2 no trump overcall was right there. So I hope you found all that useful. If you did, please subscribe to the channel and click the like button, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.